Friends, we have tonight for you some ideas on picturing and how to make a treasure map or wheel of fortune. An engineer in Alabama designed a wheel of fortune in that first prosperity class there, which worked so well for him that he went from $1.5 million job in the Deep South to a multi-million-dollar construction job in the Midwest. And so he was the one that got us started with the Wheel of Fortune idea. Now I'm going to ask my son to come forward and let's talk a little bit about the picturing idea. Now friends, we talked earlier about the lady in Dallas who made a Wheel of Fortune and how everything on her Wheel of Fortune came to pass. Do you have that for me? About the lady in Dallas? Would you do that? Okay. Take it down there. Now I'm going to first suggest that we talk a little bit about instructions. Now, friends, we have complete instructions on how to make your treasure map or Wheel of Fortune in this book, Open Your Mind to Prosperity. We also have a chapter on imaging that you're going to be interested in with instructions in this book, The Healing Secret of the Ages. We talk about picturing in almost every one of these books. Now, our first suggestion for making a success map, whether you call it a treasure map or Wheel of Fortune or what, is first to keep quiet about your pictures. Keep quiet about what you're doing. Do not discuss your pictured desires with anyone. Do not try to convince other people to try this method. The word secret and the word sacred have the same root meaning. What is sacred should be kept secret if you want it to come to pass. Second, use big, beautiful poster boards if you want big, beautiful, colorful results in your life. A college professor once made a small, crowded, drab treasure map for travel abroad, and he said it worked. He had a crowded, drab, colorless trip. Third, use definite colors for definite desired results. For instance, according to the ancient science of color, you should use specific colors. Now, you may like this theory, and you may not, but you should at least know about it. The ancient people felt that according to the science of color, for financial success maps, treasure maps, wheels of fortune, it was good to use a success color. And a success color would be the green, or the gold, or even the silver. And we have them all here for sale tonight at the coffee break. There's the gold. Here's the silver. And then do you have some bright greens, or do you have several types of greens? All right. There's the bright green. And so the greens, the golds, the silvers would be your success colors and your financial colors. And then yellow or white even, but particularly the yellow is a good color to use for a spiritual map if you have spiritual aspirations and desires and accomplishments that you wish to achieve. And then the blue is so good for intellectual accomplishments, such as writing a book or finishing a degree, a college degree, or something of an intellectual nature, the blues. The orange or bright yellow. Either of these are good colors for health maps. You see, they give you the idea of energy and more vitality. And then the pinks, do you have some pinks, rose, reds, are good colors to use for happiness, harmony, love, human relationships, and so on. That's a good color right there, the rose. Now, color is important because color impresses the subconscious mind so much faster than black and white pictures. Whether or not you follow the ancient science of color and use these particular colors or not, be sure to use colors that appeal to you emotionally because, again, your subconscious mind will respond so much quicker. along with using the colored poster boards, it's also good to be sure and use colored pictures on your maps too, rather than black and white ones. For instance, someone said recently, "Now I know why my pictured good took so long to come to pass. I used black and white pictures on black and white backgrounds rather than colored ones." Now, fifth, do not clutter your poster boards, but rather, if you have a lot of things you're working on, make several boards for various phases of your life. For instance, a housewife said, "Now I know why our house is so crowded. We placed a small, crowded house on our wheel of fortune, and that's exactly what we got." 6, on your financial poster boards, success maps, be sure and put money, not just the things that you want. Otherwise, you may get the things you want with indebtedness. All right, we have play money in the kits for you. You may want to use play money on your financial maps, or you will want to use something indicating money, definite financial figures. For instance, I seem to have $100,000, which is a nice figure to work with. And so be sure and put figures of money and so on your treasure maps. Also, friends, place a spiritual symbol of some type on your poster board. Now, your spiritual symbol could be a picture of the Bible, it could be a picture of the Christ, it could be a Bible promise, it could be some spiritual saying that means a great deal to you. This gives your success map a spiritual protection. It opens the way for what you have pictured or something better to come to you. Now, last, look at your pictured good every day for a while. Some people say just before sleeping. If you have a private time when you do some studying and thinking and so on, that's a good time to look at your pictured good if possible. In any event, the more you view your pictured desires, the quicker they will come to pass. Now, some people like to make a wheel of fortune. Rather than making various maps for various phases of their lives, they like to make one. And this is the idea that the engineer in Alabama developed for us that was so successful for him. Now, Richard made this map. Do you want to explain it to them? You can.
When you make a wheel of fortune, you can break it down into several categories. I broke this one down into a successful career, health, investments, and family. You can use bigger paper, you can use smaller, but it's just broken down into several categories. And I may have cluttered this one a little bit too much, but I had a hard time getting everything I wanted on it to give people an idea of how to do it. But you just need one or two pictures. If you're using colored pictures in each category, you don't need more than one or two items. And then if you wish to go on with it further, you can make a treasure map simply for each category that you want. So the way I've got mine broken down here, you can do it in any number of ways.
All right, now during the break, we will have these for you to see. Now, let's see. We've got a couple of other treasure maps, and I'm going to ask the lady during the coffee break to be here to talk to you about these. Her daughter made one of these for Christmas and for Christmas gifts, and everything she had on it came to pass. And then the lady has made one here that she's going to tell you about. And so we'll have these. This little girl is 7 years old that made this. This was her Christmas treasure map, and everything she put on it came to pass. All the gifts and so on came to pass, and more came to her. And so this is a fascinating idea to work with. Now, we will have all of the poster boards on sale. How much are they?